Alright, boys and girls, welcome to our fourth video lesson in Chapter 3, our lesson on writing the equations of lines. Okay, to find the equation of a line in slope-intercept form, that's y equals mx plus b, where of course we know our m is our slope, and our b is our y-intercept. There's also something called point-slope form, which we're not going to talk about today, but that may come up in class. Okay, to find the equation of a line in slope-intercept form given 2 points, first thing we're going to do is we're going to find the slope, and we do that by subtracting our y's and our x's like we've done in class, which we did in finding slope. And then we're going to take one of our points and plug it into the equation and solve for the b. Okay, let's do one right now. Let's find the equation of the line that passes through the points -2, 2 and 3, 7. Again, you don't need to do this, but oftentimes just drawing your picture is going to help so you can see what we're talking about. So this line is going to go through the points -2, 2, which is right here. I'm doing my best here. And 3, 7, which is over 3 and up 7. That's going to be right here. Okay, so the line's going to look something like this. Okay, so we're looking for that line. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to subtract our y's and our x's to get my slope. So I'm going to subtract my y, so I can do 7 minus 2. That's the difference of my y's over the difference of my x's is going to be 3 minus -2. Notice that I am subtracting the same way each time. I'm subtracting, this point minus this point, and I could have done it the other way too, but it really doesn't matter. So now my slope is going to be, and I'll do that back in green here, 7 minus 2 is 5. 3 minus -2 is 3 plus 2, which is 5. So my slope is 1. So my slope is 5 over 5, which is 1. So I know now that my m is equal to 1. And you can see that kind of makes sense if we're looking at our line. We're basically doing an up 1 and over 1 type slope. Okay? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to write my equation. I have y equals mx plus b. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of my ordered pairs. Let's just take the 3, 7, and it really doesn't matter. I'm going to take my 7 and plug it in for the y. I'm going to take my slope, which was 1, so that equals 1. My m is 1, and I take my x, which is 3, because the ordered pair x, comma y, so I have 7 equals 1 times 3, my x is 3, plus b. I'm going to solve that for my b. So it looks like 7 is equal to 3 plus b. I'm going to subtract 3 from both sides. Minus 3, it looks like now 4 is equal to b. So the equation of my line, let me switch colors. I'll go with red. It looks like I got y equals mx. Well, my slope is 1, so that's 1x plus b, and my b is 4. So my slope is 1, and my y-intercept was 4. And if you look right here, sure enough, as by looking at our picture, our y-intercept was 0, 4. Okay, as we look at this guy right here, find the equation of the line containing the points 4, 11 and 5, 9. Let's go ahead and plot those points. So we're going to go over 4 and up 11. That's right about here. 4, 11 and 5, 9. That's going to go right 5 and up 9. That's going to be this point right here. I'm doing my best here with my marshmallow. I'm going to try to graph the equation. The line looks something like that. Just looking at this, I know I'm going to have a negative slope, and I'm also going to have a y-intercept that's way up here somewhere, so it's going to be a very big y-intercept. You guys right now go ahead and subtract our y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1 to get our slope, and I'll be right back. Okay, you should have found that our slope was -2 because I did 11 minus 9, which is 2, and I did 4 minus 5, which is -1. So our slope now is -2, because 2 over 1 is -2. So I'm going to just switch colors here. So now I have the equation y is equal to mx, so that's negative 2x plus b. We're going to take one of my ordered pairs, and it really doesn't matter which one. You do whatever is easiest. Let's do the first one, 4 comma 11. So we're going to take our 11 and plug it in for y. So I'll do that in blue. 11 is equal to negative 2 times x. Well, x is 4 plus b. We're going to solve this for b to get my y-intercept. So it looks like I got 11 is equal to negative 8 plus b. Add 8 to both sides. Whoop. It looks like b is equal to 19, and that's what we said our y-intercept was going to be somewhere way up here. It's going to be at 19. So my final equation, I'll do this in green. No, I'm going to do it in black. Mix things up. So I got y is equal to negatory 2x plus 19, and that is the equation of the line that contains the points 4, 11, 5, 9. Okay, this one's actually a little bit different. It says find the equation of the line that is parallel to y equals 3x minus 8 and contains the point 7, 1. Well, it's parallel to y equals 3x minus 8. Two lines that are parallel have the same slope. And it goes through the point 7, 1. So again, I'm going to just draw a quick little picture. So it goes through the ordered pair 7, 1, which is going to be right about here. Whoop, I need to get my marker. We'll do this in red. 7, 1 is going to be right here. And it goes through the ordered the equation y equals 3x minus 8, so it has a y-intercept of negative 8 down here and a slope of 3. So the equation of my line is going to be parallel to this line, but passing through this point. So it's going to look something like that, if that makes sense. Okay, so now let's do this algebraically. I don't need to subtract to get my slope. I already know that my slope is 3 because parallel lines have the same slope. So basically I'm going to have the equation y equals 3x plus b. And now I'm going to take my ordered pair and plug it in. Well, y is 1. So 1 is equal to 3 times x, which is 7, plus b. We're going to solve that for b. It looks like 1 is equal to 21 plus b. Subtract 21, subtract 21. Whoosh. Therefore, negative 20 is equal to b. The equation of my line is, I'll do this in yellow, y equals 3x minus 20. Okay, last one. We're going to do one more here. Find the equation of the line that is perpendicular to y equals negative 2x plus 7 and contains the point 2, negative 14. Again, there's no piece of graph paper here, but that's okay. We're still going to do the same thing and draw just a rough sketch of what this should look like. I do like a rough sketch, kind of get a picture. So there's my xy graph. Okay, so it contains the point 2, negative 14. So that's going to be over 2 and down 14, somewhere way down here. So my line is going to contain that green point. And it's going to be perpendicular to y equals negative 2x plus 7. So negative 2x plus 7 is going to have a y-intercept of 7 and a slope of negative 2. So it's going to look something like this. So the line that we're going to be looking for, I'll do that in red, is going to go through this point down here, but it's perpendicular to the line, to the blue line that we drew. So again, we need to remember what is true about lines that are perpendicular. Their slopes are opposite reciprocals. Their slopes are opposite reciprocals. So the opposite reciprocal of negative 2 is going to be positive 1/2 because the reciprocal of 2 is 1/2. So I already know that my slope is 1/2. And that makes sense. If you look right here, this red line has a slope of about 1/2. And now we're going to take our point and plug it in for the b. So I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to let y equals 1/2 x plus b. I'm going to take my ordered pair and plug it in. Y is negative 14 equals 1/2 times my x, which is 2, plus b. 1/2 times 2 is 1, so negative 14 is equal to 1 plus b. Subtract 1 from both sides. B is equal to negative 15. So the equation of my line, I'll do that in green, is y equals, my slope was 1/2, x plus my b, which was negative 15. So actually, I should just make that a negative 15, and boom, there is our equation of our line that's perpendicular to the line y equals negative 2x plus 7 and passes through the point 2 comma negative 14. All right, folks, that's it. Have a great day, and we shall talk to you soon.